I'm over here. Bring both eyes. I'm right here.
Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 comedy performances on RuPaul's Drag Race.
She's done movies, music, television, and I have just one thing to say. Please stop immediately.
For this list, we're looking at the funniest live sets from stand-up, roast, and monologue challenges on the show. However, we won't be including Snatch Game and acting challenges that are filmed before the queens hit the main stage. Which queen stand-up had you on your feet? Let us know in the comments below. Number 10. Coco Montrese. There were a number of truly hilarious performances during Season 5's Roast Challenge. Alaska certainly stood out, with practically every one of her lines drawing laughs.
RuPaul is so old that her colostomy bag is made of wood.
Plus, who could forget Jinx Monsoon's legendary opening line at Coco's expense?
It's gonna be hard to top Coco. But look at her, who would want to top Coco?
However, Ms. Montrese snagged the challenge win, and we can totally understand why. First of all, her idea of appearing as RuPaul's forgotten cousin from back home was wildly original.
You go back with Michelle farther than you go back with me. You knew Michelle when Michelle was Michael.
But Coco backed up her unique premise with great characterization and side-splitting jokes.
You come in a room, girl. Hello, hello. Girl, you look like the Black Pee Wee Herman.
If you ask us, Ru may never live down being told he looks like Pee Wee Herman.
Pants so high. He look like he in New Orleans and Hurricane Katrina, girl.
Number 9. Gottmik. No one can argue that Gottmik brought the looks and the makeup skills to Season 13. But as she grew in confidence throughout her appearance, she also developed a strong comedic voice.
Honey, love. I just cannot believe I am standing up here presenting my comedy in front of you. I knew there was gonna be budget cuts this season, but I didn't know it was gonna affect the judges panel too.
After her stellar Snatch Game outing, this performance proved she was seriously funny.
What songs do you like to play when you're DJing?
I honestly just press play and hope for the best.
She began with a witty joke about Utica's bombed set moments earlier. Gottmik then laid into Valentina's appearance in Rent Live, Ru's recording career, and hiding in closet stints in the bottom two.
You lip-synced more times than our angel here, Valentina, has attempted to block the words Rent Live on social media.
Her jokes were just personal enough, but it was her expert delivery that made the routine so special.
Hi, Ru.
Hi.
How are you?
Good.
I am such a huge fan of you and your work and all of your hit songs.
Number 8. Manila Luzon.
Dearly beloved. And Michelle Visage.
In All-Stars Season 4, the Roast Challenge featured a special guest and format. Rather than targeting someone on the judging panel, the set served as eulogies at a mock funeral for the iconic Lady Bunny. We have to give Monet Exchange props for jokes about the queen's age and her appearance out of drag.
Many know her as Lady Bunny, but I like to go by her original drag name, Methuselah.
But arguably the top performer of the night was Manila Luzon.
At least our poor Lady Bunny met her fateful demise doing something she loved when she choked to death at a hot dog eating contest.
From the moment she recoiled at the sight of Bunny in a coffin, we knew we were in for some laughs. While some competitors tried out characters to varying success, Manila had the genius idea of reading Bunny's will aloud.
Monique Hart, the Lady Bunny leaves you her crusty, dusty old lashes because she thought you needed a newer pair.
Number 7. Alaska and Alyssa Edwards.
This gigorama is completely full of buffoonery, riggery, and straight up tomfoolery.
Totally.
One of the best twists ever on All-Stars came about in Season 2. The eliminated queens were all brought back and paired up with the remaining contestants. Then, the duos had to perform stand-up routines in front of a live audience. Alaska and Alyssa are individually hilarious, but their comedic sensibilities are arguably quite different.
Alyssa, we're in the company of some amazing queens tonight.
Where?
Nonetheless, they turned out to be the perfect match on stage. While Alaska delivered dry, deadpan quips, Alyssa's zany personality was on full display.
Detox and Tatiana are here.
The Heels Have Eyes Part 2, the remix.
As for funniest moments, there's really only one contender. Beast will certainly go down as one of the show's best one-word punchlines.
Alyssa, describe Michelle Visage in one word. Go.
Number 6. Bosco.
Welcome to the roast of the legendary Ross Matthews.
After the train wreck that was season 14 Snatch Game, we weren't exactly sure how this insult comedy challenge would turn out. Bosco took on the daunting task of opening the roast, but thankfully she knocked it out of the park.
Ross is not a top. He's a blouse.
Her dry sense of humor won her the Men's panel challenge, and it also helped out here. Coming off her near elimination, Bosco started out by poking fun at how many people had told her to go home. However, she spun this into an opportunity to tease the judges and her fellow contestants.
I have been told to go home more times than RuPaul when she tells her record company she has a new song.
Plus, she had a truly original read for Ru, calling all the way back to the Stone Age.
RuPaul, you are so old that when you say that you are versed, you mean you are both hunter and gatherer.
Number 5. Ms. Cracker.
I've been telling these girls from the beginning, like, let's just be nice to each other tonight. But I guess I'm like Shea Coulee's music, because nobody listens to me. You know what I'm saying?
Fans of the show know that this comedy queen can sometimes get in her own head. However, she had no trouble showing off her one-of-a-kind personality in this stand-up set.
I am a Jew, so I get to say it that way. You do not.
She started off her routine by commenting on the notorious isolation Drag Race queens put up with during filming.
They say this is like the Olympics of drag. No. This is like Guantanamo Bay. Please help me.
However, it didn't take her long to turn her sights on her fellow competitors.
There's this stereotype that drag queens have to be like beautiful in their makeup and glamorous and everything, but that is not necessarily true. Look at Juju.
She finished the performance with a commentary on body shaming. Unexpectedly, the bit went from serious to somber to utterly joyful in a matter of moments.
I know what body shaming can do to a person, you know. It works!
The joke, like Ms. Cracker's entire personality, was perfectly offbeat. Number 4. Darian Lake.
My name is Miss Darian Lake. I like to say Miss because it lets the boys know I'm single.
Bianca Del Rio may hold the title for the shady lady of season 6, but if there was ever a runner-up, it would have to be Darian Lake.
Some of Dayla's wins have boosted the size of her head. Hopefully she doesn't tip over.
We already knew she was a clapback queen by the time of the stand-up comedy challenge, but here, the lip-sync assassin showed she could deliver pre-written jokes with aplomb too.
I asked my mother, I'm like, Mom, how did I end up so twisted? Like, did you drop me on my head when I was a baby? She was like, honey, you have to be held to be dropped.
Her set quickly delved into self-deprecating humor about her childhood and single status. It was refreshing to see Darian take aim at herself instead of, well, Ben de la Creme.
At the gym, I'm like a ninja. You will never see me there.
Ultimately, the set made us fall even more in love with this multi-talented performer. Number 3, Peppermint.
Ross, everyone says that your voice is annoying and high-pitched, but I actually love the sound of your voice right now. Don't talk.
In season 9, New York City legend Peppermint quickly established herself as an incredibly likable personality. She scored her only win for the challenge themed around roasting Michelle Visage.
Not since Destiny's Child has a Michelle become so famous for riding somebody else's coattail.
It's particularly impressive that she stood out among multiple hilarious performances. Shea Coulee, for instance, pulled 0 punches when speculating about Michelle's private life.
Michelle, we know you for being a kind, patient shero. And gonorrhea clinics know you as patient 0.
For her part, Peppermint commented on Michelle's rise to fame and her age. Her most hilarious jokes, however, were about the judge's writing career.
It's a great book, Michelle. Said no one.
The diva rules may not yet be classic literature, but at least it gave us these hilarious on-screen moments.
Honestly, I fell in love with you, Michelle, watching you and RuPaul on VH1, and I'm so honored to share this moment with you, so thank you. Happy 90th birthday.
Number 2, Kandy Muse.
Yo, RuPaul is so old, Jurassic Park brought back memories.
Kandy Muse was arguably the unofficial narrator of season 13. With her bold personality and quick wit, her commentary on the competition was endlessly entertaining. It was no surprise then for her to absolutely kill the roast of past Mrs. Congeniality.
The performance in Rent Live was rough, bitch. Your angel needed an angel.
She radiated confidence on stage, which allowed the cutthroat humor in her jokes to shine through. Kandy had the difficult task of opening the show, with no audience to boot. However, she used this as an opportunity to come for Michelle Visage's performing career.
Ain't no audience tonight. Michelle, don't that kind of remind you of your old concerts from back in the days, bitch? Just empty.
Her jokes aimed at the likes of Valentina, Nina West, and Rue herself were short, to the point, and truly hilarious. Although the venue wasn't exactly packed, Kandy made sure it was filled with laughter.
RuPaul's so old, I told her to act her own age, bitch. She died.
Before we unveil our number one pick, here are some honorable mentions. Pearl and Max. They were only presenting an award, but this duo threw some serious shade.
The Brooke Hogan of drag, Katya.
And last but certainly not youngest, Mrs. Kasha Davis.
Did you hear that, dear?
Raven. This makeup expert discussed her intimate life in the All-Star Season 1 finale.
I do have relationships, and they usually last a couple hours. My relationships usually end unconventionally. Either it's last call, security flashes their light in your car, or the warden comes and tells you you've been released.
Trinity K. Bonet. She can assassinate a lip sync and a stand-up set, too.
She had this really crazy obsession with her bills, and it was the light bill in particular. Everything involved the light bill. Stop running around my house like that, you're gonna run my light bill up.
Sasha Velour. The Season 9 winner's routine was absolutely edifying.
Thank you, Shea Coulee. That was extremely edifying humor. Sorry, am I using that word correctly? Not edifying, I know that one. It was humor that I wasn't sure worked in this context.
Jujubee. Not every single joke landed, but those that did were hilarious.
I see some new faces. I see some old faces. I see some new old faces. Work. No, really, like lots and lots and lots of work.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. Bianca Del Rio.
I am so excited to see the cast of Cocoon is here. You look fabulous.
Going into this challenge, we were expecting comedy gold from this quick-witted queen. From the moment she compared her audience to the geriatric cast of sci-fi film Cocoon, it was clear she would nail her set.
I like the gentleman in the back who's sleeping. Makes me feel right at home. Can you wake that bitch up? Yeah, the one right there with the horizontal stripes. Not a good look in your third trimester, sir. All right?
She quickly turned from teasing her audience to poking fun at her own family and upbringing. The shift in content made her routine feel equal parts ruthless and personal. Another clever turnaround came when Bianca compared her own track record to Michelle and Santino's.
I will show you versatility when Santino wins a sewing competition and Visage wears a turtleneck. You hear me? Ain't gonna happen!
With a perfect blend of insult humor and self-deprecation, Bianca showed why she's remembered as one of the funniest queens ever.
And because I'm feeling extra special, I'm gonna put fresh tennis balls on every walker in the place.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MsMojo. And be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.